So if you live in a cold climate, especially somewhere like the mountains in British Columbia, think Whistler or Squamish, there's this one building material from the 80s and 90s that can be a huge financial headache.
A ticking time bomb, really.
Exactly. We're talking about poly pipes. Today we're doing a deep dive into why these old pipes break and, more importantly, why replacing them is one of the smartest moves a homeowner can make.
Right. Our mission here is to give you the clearest picture we can. And for that, we're pulling a lot of our information from the experts at Pacific Blue Mechanical, who really focus on these exact challenges in cold communities.
Okay, so let's start with the basics. What exactly is poly? I know it's that gray plastic pipe.
Yeah, it's polybutylene, which is a type of polyethylene plastic. It was used all across Canada because, well, it was cheap and these are easy to install. But the problem, especially where it freezes, is complicated.
Okay, break that down for us.
Well, the thing is, it's like a double whammy of chemistry and climate. The plastic itself starts to break down when it's exposed to chlorine.
Wait, the chlorine that's in our tap water?
The very same. So the water that's supposed to be safe is actually slowly creating these tiny little cracks inside the pipe over years.
Wow.
And then you add freezing temperatures to that. The plastic, which is already weak, becomes incredibly brittle. So a little shift in pressure, a mild ground freeze, and pop.
So what should people look for? What are the warning signs that Pacific Blue Mechanical mentions?
The big ones are, the obvious leaks, water stains on the ceiling or walls, but also you might notice your water looks a little off color or the pressure just isn't what it used to be.
And this is very localized risk, right? The source material mentions a home in Squamish.
Yes, a home in Squamish that had severe damage after a bad winter, and another resident in Pemberton who was worried about water quality because the pipes are just, falling apart from the inside. It's not just leaks, it's what's in your water.
Okay, so that's the problem. Let's pivot to the solution. You replace them, right? Usually with something like PEX or copper, but this is more than just a fix. What are the big upsides?
The first one is huge, and it's all about healthier water. As that old poly decays, it can leach stuff into your drinking water.
Not good.
Not good at all. New pipes just get rid of that problem entirely. The website actually shared a story about a family in Canmore who said after they upgraded, they could immediately taste and see the difference in their water.
I can imagine. Okay, benefit too has to be about money, right? Financial savings.
Oh, for sure. Everyone thinks about the massive cost of a burst pipe, the emergency call, the water damage, and that's a big part of it.
But there's more to it.
Absolutely. There's a hidden cost. New pipes, especially PEX, are smoother on the inside, so your whole system just runs more efficiently. You're saving money on potential emergency calls, and you could even see your utility bills go down a bit.
And the third benefit, which is so important in places like Whistler, is higher home value.
Yes. Updated plumbing isn't just maintenance anymore. For a buyer, it's peace of mind. Homes that have had the poly replaced sell faster and for more money. It's a signal that the house has been well cared for.
So how big of a job is this, really? Are we talking weeks of chaos?
It's not as bad as people think. Usually it's just 1 to 3 days. But the plumbers have to be smart about it. They use some pretty cool tools.
Like what?
Well, beyond the usual pipe cutters and wrenches, they use video inspection cameras.
The camera. How does that speed things up?
They feed it right through the old pipes. It lets them map out the whole system without having to, punch a bunch of random holes in your walls to see where things are.
So less mess, less repair work after.
Exactly. It makes the whole process much faster and cleaner. And, of course, as the folks at Pacific Blue Mechanical say, you have to use licensed professionals. This isn't a DIY job.
For sure. Safety, codes, all of that.
Right. So to sum it all up, replacing poly pipes, especially in a cold climate like British Columbia, is just a smart investment. You get better water, you avoid huge financial risks, and you boost your home's value.
So the takeaway for you, the listener, is pretty clear. If you have poly being proactive is the way to go. Waiting for it to fail is just waiting for a disaster.
Which leads to a final thought. If we know that these kinds of plumbing upgrades increase property values so much, maybe homeowners in cold climates should start thinking about their pipes differently. Not as just a maintenance task, but as a kind of insurance plan against both financial disaster and the loss of your home's value.